Welcome back to J&J's Lowdown. Today we're going to be talking about a few things. We've got the Google Pixel 4 came out. We got 5G service has actually been talked about a little bit. It's supposed to roll out next year. We're going to give you some updates on it. A few other things. We got Minecraft Earth and some interesting new developments on Division 2 that just came out for anyone who plays that game. We do, so we want to talk about it.
That's a great game.
It is. We were playing it this morning.
We were.
Yeah. So we actually have a few updates and a few things that may or may not be true. We've heard some rumors, so we're going to discuss some of that as well.
Just some cool floating around things that we've heard.
Yeah, and things we've seen that I can't find anywhere on the internet about it, and so that's going to be fun to talk about.
That will be.
Yeah. But first we're going to talk about the Pixel 4. So the Pixel Google Pixel phones are pretty big. They got some of the best cameras in the business.
Absolutely.
Pixel 4 has decided to come out. It's coming out real soon, and I think it's got a high price point though. I mean, just for the 64 gigs, they're looking at $799 for the Pixel 4, $899 for the Pixel 4 XL. Mm-hmm. The standard Pixel 4 is going to come with the 5.7-inch display.
Yep.
And you're getting a 6.3-inch Quad HD with the XL. The Pixel 4 standard's only a 1080p, I think.
Yeah, so it's only standard.
So
30 frames per second.
That's not bad. I mean, for what it is, it's not bad.
No.
But at $799, you'd think you'd want something a little bit faster.
I think $799 is a little high on the price range.
Yeah, I mean, they're rolling out a lot of stuff that we'll come to talk about, but yeah, I think it's a little bit too much. It's just a lot for a phone. I mean, especially given the fact that the Pixel 4 and the Pixel 3 are very similar phones, and they just came out with the Pixel 3a series.
Yeah.
And those are super cheap. I mean, we've got prices on them we'll talk about here in a minute. But, I mean, beyond the display differences there, the stuff that's the same between the two is you're getting a 90 hertz max refresh rate for scrolling and responsiveness. But, I mean, it's pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
For phones. It's coming with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 processor. So, real quick.
That is extremely quick.
It is really quick. Qualcomm's got some great stuff. Snapdragon's a really good processor. So, and then, of course, on top of that, you're getting either a 64 gig or a 128 gigabyte storage with 6 gigabytes of RAM.
Yeah, so I mean, 6 gigabytes of the DDR4.
Yeah, so, and the crazy thing is, though, you're only getting 2 gigabytes more than what's already out on the Pixel 3. Right. So, I mean, there's some issue there, I think, because you're looking at the Pixel 3 that came out a year ago.
Yeah.
For the 64, you're looking at, what is it? I'm trying to find out. $499 for just the 64 gigs. And then if you wanted the 128 gigs, you're looking at $599. The Pixel 4, $799 to $899.
It's a big jump.
Yeah, the XL is $899 to $999.
Whew.
Yeah, that's a bit of a hit. You got like the 3As that just came out that are all under $500. You can't get 128 gigs on them, but you can get the 64 and it's under $500. So, I mean, that's not bad.
You know, if it was me, I'd probably go for the cheaper version. But I mean, what are you really getting that's different in the Pixel 4? I mean,
not really that much. I mean, what's new? Okay, they've got a second telephoto lens,
right?
Which is going to allow for like some cool wide-angle shots. It's going to allow for some pretty interesting stuff to be done. But I mean, really, they're not upgrading the camera. It's still the 12 megapixel,
right?
That you're getting on the other ones with that second telephoto lens. You're getting a few other nifty features, but you know, they're doing a face unlock system, which I don't know how I feel about face unlock. I've seen it in a lot of different things. You know, I don't think we've gotten to the retina scanning yet.
No, not yet.
Which would be cool. I'd let my phone scan my retina. That'd be fun. But you know, you're getting a 90 hertz display, which is a big deal. It's a little bit of a bump up from the others. The cool thing they're doing is motion sensors for hand gestures.
Oh, that's pretty nifty.
Yeah. So instead of having to touch your phone, like, you know, pressing on your phone, you can like just swipe in the air in front of the camera and it'll move different things. Or, you know, you want to change pages, you just do like this, it'll change the page over. And it'll have like different gestures you can do for different things.
I like that.
It's kind of cool. It keeps your phone from getting as dirty. I mean, you put it in your pocket, it's going to get nasty anyway. So I mean,
I will you to email.
It's not the droids you're looking for. It's like my favorite saying of all time. It's got a slightly faster processor as opposed to the 3. You got, like I said, 2 gigabytes additional memory.
Right.
And here's the fun one. This is the best part. This is the best thing they've done. A new limited edition orange color.
Oh.
Right?
Yes.
That is worth the extra $300 right there.
Orange is the new Pixel.
That's right. It's the new Pixel. Orange. I thought orange was the new black.
No, it's the new Pixel now.
Okay. So it comes in a limited edition orange. I don't know how I feel about a limited edition orange. Like a limited edition, like pixelated graphic.
Yeah.
That would be cool. But orange, you're going to cover it with a case anyway.
Aren't you glad you didn't buy it?
I'm glad I'm not going to. But what are you getting this the same? Between the Pixel 3 and the Pixel 4, same original 12 megapixel camera, no upgrade there.
No.
The screen size on the XL is still going to be 6.3.
Yeah.
64 gigs of 128. They're not changing that. It's going to be the same.
So they're not even competing with some of the other phones out there.
No, not against Apple.
No.
And as much as I don't want to get an Apple, Apple's storage options have always been above and beyond.
Yeah.
So, and we're going to talk about the iPhone, I think 11 that's coming out eventually. That's going to be in a future video. And then you're getting, of course, the 18 watt fast charging cable or wireless. And wireless. They have wireless charging.
Finally stepping into the wireless realm.
Yeah, it's going to be actually built into the phone. So, and it's going to be weather resistant, water resistant.
Oh no, it's hot.
It's burning in my pocket. But I mean, if it rains on you, I guess it is weather resistant. But that's all going to be the same, folks, between the two phones. I mean, what's the verdict? I mean, you're an Apple man, so
I
you're
am
not
an
going to
Apple
change
fan.
over.
I'm just not a Pixel person.
No.
I've never really been a big fan of the phones. I've never thought that they did anything more that would entice me to come over to them.
Right.
You know. So I'm not.
I've always been intrigued by the idea of a Google phone, though, because Google is pushing, just like Microsoft is. You remember the Windows phone?
Oh, yes.
You know, they had this huge idea Microsoft did to incorporate all these different types of things from PC to Xbox and all this to incorporate it with the phones.
Yeah.
And it never really materialized.
No.
Google is planning on doing something that's actually going to materialize next year. So, well, actually, it's coming out in November is the Stadia, and we'll talk about that later as well. But, I mean, really, Pixel 3a and the 3a XL just came out 5 months ago. You're getting the motion control and the telephoto lens, and that's really the only big changes that's coming. You got some faster processors and stuff, but the 3 is still, you know, really good. Like, I have a Samsung, I have the Galaxy Note 8, and it still performs well and everything. I play Call of Duty Mobile with you, and I don't have any issues. So, getting something, I mean, that much of a price difference and that small of a change, folks, I can't see it right now.
I can't either. I'd sit back, wait a while, wait till
it comes on sale next year.
Yep, that's it.
So, I mean, that's don't get it now. It's unless you just want to have it, just want to, because
just to say you have it.
Yeah, just say you have it. The only quick thing I want to mention is really the only game we're going to throw in. Like, it's kind of, this seems a little awkward to do. But we talked about AR last time.
Yeah.
AR games. And Minecraft Earth has come out. Or it's coming out. Right now it's available in New Zealand and Iceland only.
Right.
But the idea is it's an AR just like Pokemon Go and Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Yeah. Where you actually get collectibles from the Minecraft game. And you can build stuff in real time. Like, you can actually build structures with your friends. And then y'all can explore them together. And there will be like little, from what I understand, there's little like skeleton attacks, pulls a lob, all this, give you treasure. It sounds interesting, and I mean, if you're gonna get on the Google phones, go for it. I mean, I'm probably gonna get it on mine just to see what it's about.
Right.
But it's probably gonna roll out next year.
I just never been a Minecraft person.
Really?
No, my kids are, but I'm not a Minecraft person.
I played it when it first came out. I like the sandbox nature of it, but honestly, I got so fed up with trying to figure out how the redstone. Oh my god, I don't remember what it's called now. The stuff that makes things happen. The redstone, the red dust or redstone, whatever it was. I don't remember what it's called now.
Red pixel dust.
Red pixel dust. I got so frustrated trying to figure out how to get that to work that I just quit playing it for other games, Division 2, Division 1. So, I mean, it's been out for 10 years now, and now it's finally getting its own AR game, which is pretty cool. But I don't know why I put a game in between these two things, and for that I apologize. I was doing this in like the middle of the night, looking up
that's
stuff.
to keep you guessing.
It is to keep you guessing, but it kind of goes into it. We talked about the phone. We talked about a game that's coming out. Now we're going to talk about the 5G that's coming out.
Oh yes, finally.
So 1 gigabyte a second.
Yes.
It's 10 to 100 times faster than current, and that includes like actual physical connection.
Right.
So it's actually if it does what it says it's going to do, and there's some about that, but if it does what it says it's going to do, it's going to be the fastest internet connection you can have.
Yeah, it's kind of like your Wi-Fi. Always says, "Oh, you got 300 megabytes upload or download, and then you've got 20 megabytes upload." Yeah, if you do your test, you're never really there.
No, you're not. So, but 5G is looking to change all that. It's one of the key benefits is low latency, and that's an issue. We stream on Twitch, so you got latency, and latency is a killer.
It is.
I mean, right now, at the very best, 20 milliseconds is pretty common for like some of the high-end Twitch streamers and YouTube streamers. This is talking about having a latency of like 1 millisecond.
1 millisecond?
Which means, technically speaking, this is real time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for people who don't know what latency is, I mean, most of you are going to know that watch this, and the few that don't, latency is the response time of your internet from the moment you click on a link to the moment you see it. So when you click on, say, a link to go watch our YouTube video, the moment it loads and pops up, that's that time between you actually switch over. Not the time it loads, but the time it switches over.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So with 5G, you click on one of our videos, like in the link that's going to be down below. Talk about a plug-in. See our YouTube videos right here. But you'll click in the link below to one of our like Twitch channels or something like that, and the latency is the time it takes for you to click on that to actually see it start loading.
Yep.
And then the 1 gigabyte a second is how fast that comes in.
Absolutely.
And so to understand, that means things like watching like shows on Netflix and stuff. It will load within seconds. Yep. Yeah, and one of the things was like Stranger Things would load in seconds. So The Office would load in seconds. That means that there would be almost no lag, no like stopping in it, because the whole thing would load within seconds. Because I mean, a show, even a 45-minute show, is only a couple gigs.
That's it.
So that's huge. I mean, that's going to change. I mean, it's going to change the game.
That'll change everything for streamers, for video games,
for mobile gaming, Call of Duty Mobile. I mean, it'll change all the, because me and you notice lag even between us. So. But now there are some downsides to it. I mean, then there's some technical jargon that I can throw in there because of like spectrums and all the different frequencies and stuff they have to use.
Will you have it in your city?
I don't know why I'm doing this right here in front of my face, guys. I talk with my hands. He doesn't. I do, and I think it frustrates you a little bit.
I think it's all the pixels in your way.
It's all the fluff. Swatting the pixels away. I don't know what that was.
No, push your pixels back.
But okay, so because in the end there are some issues with the frequencies and stuff that they have to use, because it requires like high spectrum frequencies and things of this nature that have short range and can be interfered with really easily. And so the issue comes in that probably in the beginning, they're not going to have the speed that they're saying. The hype, it's not going to live up to the hype initially. We're still going to get a huge boost from what we currently have, but it's not going to be the 1 gigabyte a second. It's not going to be the near zero latency.
It'll be a slow transition.
Yeah, I mean they're already, Verizon's already bumping up the game with some of the stuff they've done. They've done a 5G kind of thing, but it's not. It doesn't meet industry standards yet.
Right.
So they're actually stopping their rollout. So when do we get this? And here's the fun part.
That's what I want to know. When do I get to play with 5G?
When do you get to play with 5G? So the carriers already have 5G, just probably not where you are. Mm-hmm. Like there's some of the companies like Sprint and things have like a dozen cities where they're kind of rolling this out. Verizon, like I said, they put theirs on a hold while they can get it up to industry standard because it just wasn't quite there yet, because they had done like a precursor drop. So, and they've got to buy the frequencies from the government,
right?
Because the government holds all the frequencies. So they've got to buy all these different frequencies. So there's going to be some bidding there, but even until then, it really doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
Because your phone doesn't have it.
Yeah.
My phone doesn't have it.
Until you have a new phone that can accept the 5G, you're not going to be on it.
Yeah, like I will say, the 3, it's already got it on there, so it has, because it's got to have a special radio and antenna to pick up the actual 5G,
right?
And then it's got to be able to process it. So I mean,
it's new, it's innovative, it's coming.
Yeah,
you won't have it for a while.
Yeah, later part of 2020 is current plan for it becoming standard in all new phones, and it's actually going to be implemented out there. For those of you who are with AT&T, they have something called 5GE, which is 5G evolution.
Yeah,
it's not 5G.
No,
it is faster than 4G LTE, but it is not 5G.
It's wannabe 5G.
Well, it was an attempt for them, and a really good attempt actually at them going above the 4G in preparation for the 5G, but it still doesn't. It's still not the same. It's not technical 5G. I think there was actually a lawsuit that settled out of court because of this. There was other carriers that sued them because carriers just don't like to be competed against for whatever reason. I think the competition makes it healthy.
Right. Yeah, it does.
But I mean, really, 5G sounds like a lot of fun. Play that with Minecraft, there'd be no latency.
Yeah.
I guess that's why I threw it in there then. I don't know.
Just to say.
I don't know. But, the Pixel 4 is coming out. We got something really cool in the next video to talk about the Google Stadia. We got a couple of new games. It's not a whole lot coming out in the next couple of weeks, and I don't want to get too far ahead.
Right. And there was a lot of big releases with the games, so we're kind of caught up.
And, we were going to talk about the Division 2 real quick, and we kind of were running out of time.
We'll put it in our next video.
Yeah, with the games and stuff in there, because we honestly want to make sure that some of this stuff is true before we go out and just telling you that it's true. So give us a couple days to kind of figure that out. But they updated the Pentagon missions, and they changed a lot of balancing stuff, and we can talk about some more of that in the next video with the games. I think it'd be better to give us a little bit of time to make sure we're not just telling you an outright fib.
Right.
So. When we try to be honest.
We do. I mean, it's the best we can.
But for now, I think we're going to have to end the video.
Absolutely.
Of me talking a lot.
Thank y'all so much for checking out our video. Make sure to check out Thursday's video. We'll be talking about the Division and some new stuff coming up.
And make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. I know we're doing this and it's small for now. We're trying to make more and more content that a lot of people will enjoy. So your comments, your likes, your subscriptions really help us to know that people actually do want to watch it. We can change and mold and figure out what actually works for our audience. So it's definitely important you do that. Check out our Twitter and our Twitch down below, which will have new and updated content. I'm still working on our Facebook, but give me a minute on that. It's a work in progress. But for now, y'all have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for joining us.
Take care. We'll see you next time.